Hello, friends! Welcome back to our 13th episode of Library News from Home. Lucky number 13. This is actually also our final episode of Library News from Home. And I'm coming to you from my backyard for this episode. It's a little windy at times, but I don't care. I'm so happy that it's finally beautiful weather where we can be outside and enjoy the wonderful fresh air. And all of the leaves are starting to pop on my trees. My flowers are starting to come up. We're going to plant our garden soon. I'm so excited. It's just been wonderful. So I'm going to be outside and we're just going to deal with the wind. So let's do it. As I said, this is our final episode of Library News. I have loved so much of sharing my love of literacy and all the books and resources that I've been able to share with you. Hopefully they've been helping you as you have been at home learning. And I will continue to share those wonderful resources with you in our library, hopefully. I'll get to see you soon there. But today I've got another book, a great resource activity, and a read aloud. So let's get started. I am still reading Bayou Magic, written by Jewel Parker Rhodes, and it is just beautiful. I love it. Maddie is the youngest of 5 sisters, and they live in Louisiana, a suburb of New Orleans, actually. And her grandmother, her mother's mother, lives in the bayou, and so the kind of a swampy area in the bayou with not a lot of neighbors. She doesn't have electricity, and it's Maddie's turn to go and spend the summer with her grandma. And so when she gets there, she just has this connection to her grandmother, where it's almost like they can kind of communicate without talking, like they just are connected. And whether that's magic or whether that is something else, you will have to read this book to find out. But I am really enjoying this story, getting to know Maddie as she connects with that and builds that relationship with her grandmother. And then also the other little boy in this picture, his name is Bear, and he is part of the Bayou Swamp community that her grandmother lives in. And he is turns out to be a great friend for her also. They go on lots of exciting adventures, so that is awesome. There goes our wind. I told you it was a little windy, but I was going to tough it out today because it is just gorgeous. I can't stand to be inside anymore. So we'll give the wind just a moment, see if it can kind of calm down a little bit here. See if I can get my hair back in order, huh? All right. So the activity I have for us today to share is not an online resource, but it is, hold on, I gotta turn the page, Summer Reading Bingo! Last summer, those of you that were at Riverview might remember Mrs. Roberts-Bray gave you a challenge of a summer reading bingo to read over the summer and do all different kinds of activities, and then share those pictures with me. Well, I am challenging you again, my friends. This is for students who are going to be at Riverview or Red Granite in kindergarten through 3rd grade at Riverview next year and kindergarten through 5th grade at Red Granite next year. So my friends who are in 3rd grade this year and my friends who are in 5th grade at Red Granite this year, I'm sorry, friends, you're going to be at Parkside next year. Exciting for you, but you can't participate in our Reading Bingo Challenge. Sorry about that. This is for everybody else, though. When you go to school, on May 28th or 29th, when your family goes to school to pick up all of your belongings, this summer reading bingo card and the letter will be in your belongings, so look for it. The letter gives you a little bit of information about the fact that you can have a bingo, which is 5 across, or you can have a blackout bingo, which is all of them. As you'll notice, I do have it available for you in English or in Spanish, whichever works best for your family, so you can do that. And be working on these activities over the summer to keep your literacy brain thinking and reading and keep yourself smart. Some of them read out loud to an adult, read in bed, reread a favorite book. Oh, that's one of my favorite things to do. I can't tell you how many times I've reread Harry Potter. It's a lot of times. Read in a pillow fort. That would be fun. Read to a stuffed animal or a real animal if you have a little friend at home. Try a book that you think you won't like. You don't have to finish it, but you have to at least try it. Ooh, that's a good suggestion. Read a book in a series. Read in a comfy spot. Read with a flashlight. That's one of mine. Read outside. I love all of those. So all of these awesome activities for you to be reading and participating in over the summer. And then again, as you do them, just cross them off or have a parent initial. keep track, and then bring this back to Mrs. Roberts-Bray in the library, either during open house in the fall, if that's going to happen, depending on what that looks like, either open house or the first week of school. You can bring it into the library, and I will give you prizes. You'll get a prize for a bingo and a prize for blackout if you complete them both. If you only just do a bingo, 5 across, that's okay too. Still bring it into the library and you will get your prize. So again, this activity is in your belongings. When you come to school on May 28th or 29th, whichever day your family comes to school to pick up your belongings that have been at school, like your gym shoes and your notebooks and your pencil boxes and stuff, when they come to get those, in the bag there should be this bingo sheet and a letter explaining it a little bit more. If it's not, email Mrs. Roberts-Bray and I will get you the electronic copy so your families can print that off at home and you can still participate in our bingo. Okay? I'm so excited to see all of you, because the second part of this is, as you are completing these activities, have mom or dad send some pictures to me. Take a picture of you reading in your pillow fort. Take a picture of you reading outside. Take a picture of you reading to your animal friend, whether it's a stuffed animal friend or a real animal friend. Take a picture and email it to me, roberts-brayb@watoma.k12.wi.us. I can't wait to see how you are continuing to read this summer. Speaking of continuing to read, our read aloud. The last read aloud I have for you today in our library news from home. Took me a long time to decide which book I wanted to read aloud. It's kind of an important decision, but I decided on this one. It is called A Perfect Day, and it is written and illustrated by Lane Smith, and it is published with permission from Scholastic. So let's see what a perfect day looks like. The warmth of the sun felt good on Kat's back. Kat liked to be in the flower bed where the daffodils grew. Do you have any daffodils growing right now? I don't have any daffodils, but I have some other flowers coming up. It was a perfect day for Kat. There she is. She's in those flowers still. You see her in there? The cool of the water was what Dog liked best. When it was hot, Dog sat in the wading pool that his friend Bert filled for him. This would not be a perfect day for my dog. My dog does not like to get into water. But it was a perfect day for this dog. Birdseed. Bert topped off the bird feeder with it. It was a perfect day for Chickadee. Squirrel went up the pole. Squirrel went down the pole. Squirrel could not get to the seed. Bert dropped a corn cob on the grass. It was a perfect day for Squirrel. I've had so many birds in our yard lately. We've had 2 orioles. I have a mama robin who's laying some eggs, I've noticed. We have lots of different birds that are visiting our neighborhood today, and it's wonderful to see them all coming back and trying to find some great food to eat. Uh-oh. Chickadee doesn't look so happy right now. Squirrel doesn't look so happy right now. Well, it was a perfect day for Squirrel. Uh-oh, did Bear take Squirrel's corn on the cob? Uh-oh. It was a perfect day for Chickadee. Oh no, now Bear is eating all the bird seed. It was a perfect day for Dog. Now Bear is drinking all of Dog's water. And it was a perfect day for Cat. Oh no, now the bear is in the daffodils and the flowers, enjoying that beautiful place. Poor Cat. The warmth of the sun, the cool of the water, a belly full of corn and seed, a flower bed for a nap. It was a perfect day for Bear. Not everybody else. I love this book because it talks about all of the animals that are coming back to our neighborhoods in the spring, just like that. The squirrel, the birds, the bears are waking up from their hibernation. And it also talks about how the perfect day was different for everybody. It was different for Cat and for the chickadee and the squirrel. And it was even different for the bear. And I love that because that's what makes us unique. That's what makes us special. Our perfect day is different for everybody. My perfect day might be sitting in my pool, reading a book, spending time with family. Your perfect day might be driving your BMX bike out in a mud puddle and going for a trail ride on a mountain. Well, I don't know. Everyone's perfect day is different, and that's what makes us awesome. So, I have again had a wonderful time sharing all of this excitement with you. From home, I have missed seeing you. I've missed giving you hugs. I can't wait until the day that I can see you again, until we can give hugs again, and we'll make sure that it's safe and that we're continuing to be healthy before we do that. But I hope that you have a wonderful summer, my friends, continuing to read and get those summer reading bingo cards completed so that when I do see you in the fall, you are able to turn those in and redeem your prizes. So have a wonderful summer, friends. I can't wait to see you again. Take care of yourselves and keep reading.